Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. I am so thrilled you're here with us today. You know, if you've ever tripped up trying to talk about the future in English, you are in exactly the right place. Let's be honest, predicting the actual future is totally uncertain and pretty tricky. But choosing the right English grammar to talk about it, well, that absolutely doesn't have to be. So today, we're demystifying will, going to, and the present continuous. So here is our roadmap for today. We're going to logically progress through decisions of the moment, future plans and intentions, definite future arrangements, making future predictions, and finally, comparing the future forms.
All right, picture this completely relatable scenario. You're having this great conversation in English, right? You want to tell a story about tomorrow or maybe next week, and suddenly you just freeze. Do you say, I will go, am going to go, am going? Honestly, the cognitive load in that split second can be totally overwhelming. But hey, don't worry. My goal today is to literally lower that cognitive load by giving you a super structured way to conquer this common confusion once and for all. Okay, let's dive right into part 1, decisions of the moment.
Meet our very first hero, will. Now, will is essentially the grammar of the heat of the moment. It represents pure spontaneity. You use it when a decision just pops right into your head at the exact second you're opening your mouth to speak. We're talking absolutely zero prior planning here.
Let's look at an everyday situation. Say someone says to you, oh, we don't have sugar. You'd probably respond with, don't worry, I'll buy some. Now, notice what happened there. You didn't know about the sugar problem until right that second. The decision to buy it was made in a flash as a direct reaction to new information. So will is the only correct choice here.
Now, to be fair, will does wear a few other hats in the English language. We use it for promises, like, I will help you. We use it for offers. I'll carry that back for you. We use it for requests, like, will you open the door, please? We even use it for threats. If you touch my coffee, I will scream. And finally, for unavoidable future facts, like, next year, I'll be 40. But at its absolute core, when we talk about actions, will is all about that spontaneous, unplanned energy.
Moving right along to section 2, future plans and intentions. So as we step away from pure spontaneity, we enter the realm of actual thought and preparation. The crucial point here is this. Be going to is used when a decision has already been chewed over in your mind before the words even leave your mouth. You have an intention. You have a plan. The choice was made in the past, even though the action is happening in the future.
Placing these situations side by side really reveals how a simple tense change totally alters the backstory of, say, a simple milk run. If you say, I'll get the milk, you basically just looked in the fridge, saw it was empty, and volunteered on the spot. But if you say, I'm going to get the milk, well, you already knew the milk was gone. Maybe you noticed it this morning and you've had it on your mental to-do list all day. The intention was already firmly there.
Let's climb even higher on our spectrum of certainty to category 3, definite future arrangements. This is where things get serious. It involves way more than just a thought in your head. It involves action in the real world, and usually it involves other people. For this, we borrow a tense you probably already know, the present continuous. But here, we're using it to talk about definite future arrangements. If you use this tense for the future, it means the wheels are fully in motion. Tickets are bought, dates are set, and other people are clued in. Now, the structure here is the classic am, is, or are plus an ing verb. But wait, isn't that for things happening right now? Yes, and that's why there's a crucial addition needed, a future time marker. Because this structure normally describes what's happening this very second, you absolutely must use an expression like tomorrow, next week, or at 7 p.m. So your listener knows you're talking about an arrangement in the future, not something happening right now. Let's check out some highly definite examples. I'm meeting Jim at the airport. This phrasing means Jim already knows about the meeting. You've probably already texted him to coordinate. Or, I'm flying to New York tomorrow morning. You don't just intend to fly, you've actually paid for the flight, and that ticket to New York is in your hand. It's a locked-in arrangement. All right, let's pivot to part 4, making future predictions. This is honestly the trickiest area where will and be going to really go head-to-head. When we guess what's going to happen in the future, it all comes down to why we're making that guess. Will is used for predictions based purely on what you think or believe. It's just your personal opinion. But be going to is used when you are basing your prediction on present physical evidence. You literally have to see something happening right now that makes the future event inevitable. Let's walk through this to make it stick. Imagine you say, look out, you're going to spill that coffee. Why use going to? Well, because you can literally see the coffee cup wobbling on the edge of the table right now. There is immediate physical evidence. Or, Look at those dark clouds. It is going to rain soon. Again, you aren't just guessing based on a gut feeling. Those dark clouds are the undeniable physical evidence that rain is imminent.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? Let's bring it all home with Part 5, comparing the future forms.
Let's pull all this structured learning into a grand summary. This is basically your cheat sheet for the spectrum of planning. At one end, you've got will, zero planning, a completely spontaneous decision, like volunteering to grab milk on the spot. In the middle is be going to. You've thought about it. You have a prior plan before speaking, like accepting a job offer. And finally, present continuous, maximum certainty, a definite arrangement where time, place, and other people are completely locked in, like a scheduled staff meeting.
And that brings us to the end of our roadmap. But hey, the learning definitely doesn't stop here. I want to challenge you to actively apply these grammar rules to your own life right now. Think about this. What are you doing or what are you going to do right after watching this explainer? Do you have an intention? Do you have a definite arrangement? Try answering that out loud right now using the correct tense. Seriously, give it a shot. Keep paying attention to the context of your decisions, and I promise these future tenses will become second nature. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.